Explorer is a sliver of land. They are rotating warships blustering with cannons and moving at high speed. Hear a voice, a familiar figure doffs his cap and raises his voice in greeting. Roger, is it really you? Kanawa, hey! Kanawa grins as you are unabashed delight. Shouldering past the ship's belated captain to lean over the rail of the ship for a better look. Yeah. I should have known I'd find you out here. Anywhere that's anywhere worth seeing. I know you'll turn up. It's good to see you. I really do miss you, you know, all of our adventures. Which is why I know you weren't dead. The Lord of Cad Noir killed. Nonsense. After what's escaping that collapsing ice cavern. Besting the Leading Key, thwarting the gods themselves. Yeah, you can go on and on and on. Only for you to be squished by a giant foot. Absurd. That's not how the story goes. Kind of folds his arms. Where have you been? Only for you to be squished by... what else? Chronicling everything that's happened. They weren't keen on my coming here, but I made a fuss. And well, who's going to tell the Emperor's favourite chanter he can't go off to war? Won't the Lore College be surprised to hear your name again? Kana grins toothfully. They call it contrived, but the truth is, sometimes life really is that strange. Yes, we both have responsibilities to see to. Can you believe it? Me, with responsibilities? Kana chuckles quietly to himself. That, and the captain's getting antsy. Take care of yourself, my friend. We'll write a shanty in your honour. Captain finally manages to push his way to the railing and bows stiffly at the waist. Clear skies, and well done. We'll see the port's defences. Oh, so they're taking over. The Rutarian soldier guard a deck where heavy brigand and blades that glint and flash at their sides. They look ready for anything. Who are you? Rupata. We serve the Ranganua's most skilled warriors. The troops behind him cross their arms in unison. Seas and farewell. Well. He crosses his forearms over his chest as the ship pulls away. Cool. A mountain commands the northern horizon. Its cliff face, the likeness of a rotted skull. Scavenger birds circle high above its peak, and a morbid halo. As you approach the base of the mountain, the beating of the drums reverberates from the skull's gaping mouth and vacant eye sockets. Pitted rocks offer enough hand and footholds to climb as high as the bridge of the nose. The reverberation of drums shake free on occasional pebbles. You make your way to the edge of the orbital socket. A sharp drop leads down to the cavity of the skull. Lights twinkle in the shadows below, and voices echo up from unseen source. It would take the right tools on an agile fall to make it down. I'm going to grapple down. As you pause to survey your surroundings, the oppressive beating of the drums throbs in your ears. Does it matter if I went through the left or the right one? I don't know.
This place on a chart once, but mayhaps on a tattoo. Slippery.
What's this? I already told those Aeton clods were at capacity for scribes and acolytes. Those incessant drums have beaten our guards senseless.
A robed acolyte curls his lips and advances on you with a look of frank appraisal.
We aren't accepting new recruits. Now go! Our progress wallows as you degrade the left eye with your presence. And it's my vested responsibility to satisfy these questions. No. Only Nemnok's chosen are allowed here. We're all full up. I should kill you for even glimpsing this sanctum uninvited.
Thumbs his chin and weighs his matter.
Does Ingati's chosen get the freedom of the skull, little man?
Miles broadly down at Killick.
We could use someone to reach the high sconces, but no, it's out of the question.
Namok is the god of this place. Yes.
God of the mountain and God of the tribe.
Oh, he narrows his eyes.
We have the honor to serve as his scribes, researchers, and translators. The Aeton just makes sure our work is swift and efficient.
And why does Namok need scribes?
That should be obvious. Nemnock loves nothing above arcane scrolls and wizard grimoires. But the Mighty One cannot be bothered to pore over every document, so we labor to make the work easier. He is, shall we say, immune to literacy.
He should throw it to his fist. Okay, well, I'm looking for Kali.
The new boy. Nemnock fawns over him in the lower sanctum. Only acolytes, ogres, and Naga go down there, and any of them would chew you to pieces.
If you're afraid if I get killed on my way down.
Ah, a glimmer of reason pokes through that dense fog. Of course, it's not my call to make, and you won't get to Nemnock unless you deal with the Death Warden first. You know, Aetons. The big ones, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
One of our resident Aetons carries a wardstone, which opens the way to Nemnock's realm past the gates of death.
Will this wardstone do me any good?
Where did you... Never mind. I do not wish to learn of it.
I totally forgot I had that.
Just try not to disturb Nemnock on your way downstairs, hmm? From this hallowed sanctum, mighty Nemnock protects the Junvik people. With more benevolence than my former tribe deserves, if you ask me.
Okay.
I give it 5 minutes before the Aetons squash you into mush. But thankfully, it's no concern of mine.
You end up over there, little man. Oh, so what happens if I go in the right? One of the Eorton clouds accidentally kicked the switch to the master's private storage room and nearly snapped it off the wall. It's the sacred duty of the playing drums and the wandering halls, so boring that they have to dismantle our home brick by brick. I took the liberty of pushing some barrels of large oil up against the switch. At least someone who kicks those won't live to regret it. None of you should need to enter the storage room, but I want no delays if the master calls for his favourite cloak.
Will do.
For braziers emanates from some distant corner of the cavern, promising light and warmth. As you pause to survey your surroundings, the oppressive beating of the drum stops in your ears. We have to climb down on this one.
Dim in the lantern. I'm of a mind to rest. Lavaru be on seek. Oh, that's the stuff.
Yes, Steve.
No good, I say.
Let this serve as a general reminder that the Flame Naga are sensitive to disruption. If you must venture downstairs, try and give Forge Master Typhus a wide berth while she's at work. Many of her staff have not enjoyed favourable encounters with Kif in the past and use the Forge as a kind of creative outlet. So let's all do our part to keep them comfortable.
Folks were still alive. They'd never believe the things I've seen.
Kali! Ali. Well, this looks promising.
Mighty Nemnock, we lay down our lives before your magnificence. You are the keyhole, the stem of the rose, the jewel in the pommel. You are the branches and the roots, the fertile soil, the life that hides in water. You are the well and the bucket, the swaying of the corn, the curve of the sickle. You are where the path forks and meets again, the field and the wilderness. Nemnock, how delicious your embrace, mighty one. How ripe your pointed kiss, that you should cast your gaze to such creatures as we, thigh deep in our ignorance. You are the songs of the night, the screams of the day. Our supplication to you is total, O mightiest one, O glorious Nemnock. What's this? Who trespasses on our devotions?
Acolyte's voice echoes across the hall. A resounding chant from the worshippers continue uninterrupted.
Nemnock, Nemnock, Nemnock.
I just remembered what that Kali name is.
You've
It's
taken your
Indiana
last
Jones.
step in the Master's sanctum, Outlander. Nemnock will suck the marrow from your soul.
A delighted call rises from the congregation as they redouble their chant. Is that you, Kali? I met your father.
My father is a disbeliever. I have risen above him.
Kali balls his fist at his side and turns to look away.
Nemnock is the all-devourer, the one who swallows gods and vomits forth their skulls. The one true power of Eora. Let me show you. See?
Dragging his arms wide, Kali begins an incantation under his breath. Many of the supplicants mirror the gesture. The beating of drums increases the tempo. Then Kali draws a long dagger from his robe. And don't do anything foolish now. He draws the blade across his palm and hisses through clenched teeth. Leading over to the mouth of the pit, Kali lets his blood dip down. Hot breeze gusts from somewhere far below.
Nemnock, Nemnock.
Captain, I'm frightened.
Clutches you by the shoulder and lowers his head to block out the noise.
Silence!
Kali grimaces and redoubles his prayers with more fervent conviction.
Nemnock, you are the gaping maw, the lidless eye, the shadow between stars. You are the red curtain, the secret in amber, the light of the Outtro.
He squeezes his hand into a fist, forcing more blood to drip from his wound as he feeds the void of the pit. I can do it as well. Stop this, Kali.
Beloved Nemnock, come forth and let all non-believers wither before your killing stare.
Kali holds out his arms. The air from the pit roars like an approaching inferno.
Yes! Yes! Nemnock comes!
I don't like where this is heading. Not really, guy. Is he going to jump in? Yeah. Cool. A chant of the acolytes rises to a fever pitch as the enormous form rises from the pit and flaps its leathery wings. A pair of eyes like a cut gem narrowly study you. You know how to make an entrance. After a moment of contemplative silence, the creature simply turns its focus away without care.
What have you brought me, supplicant?
It gestures with an open claw, focusing on Kali.
Sacrifices, mighty Nemnock! Behold!
Kali gestures towards your party. The worshippers around the circle raise their hands and cheer.
He cannot be speaking of us, right, Captain?
Probably.
Ha! The mighty one has no need for idle chatter.
Do not waste your breath, acolyte. I sense this one serves another master.
Nemnock waves Kali aside and glares at you with hateful intensity as worshippers take up their chant anew.
I am the only master under this mountain, child. If you will not serve, your blood will fill the inkwells of my loyal scribes.
Toothy grin broadens, eliciting a cry of joy from the worshippers. A true god doesn't need scribes. What are you?
Knowledge is strength. Or do they teach you nothing in the godless wasteland beyond my halls? Every scroll and grimoire my servants collect swells my power, child.
With his arms, the supplicants mutter the gesture.
And with power, I will reign a terror long overdue on all who resist me.
Scrolls, glimmers, parlor tricks. You're no god.
Mighty One?
Kali turns to regard Nemrock with wide eyes.
Is your faith so brittle that it can be challenged by an outlander?
Eyes narrow further. Its massive head shakes with disapproval.
Through knowledge, I am stronger than any mortal. Submit to me, child. Resist and you shall perish.
What are your terms of surrender?
Terms?
Blinks at you.
My covenant is this. Gather grimoires of power from beyond the mountain. Return them to me as a sign of your devotion. Do this knowing at all times that I am your god. Fortune and glory await loyal service.
I have duties to other gods beyond the ground. Fortune and glory in that case, I surrender to the mutual beneficial. I am leaving. Try and stop me.
You are honored to die by my hand. Accept this blessing.
It's a long claw and screeches as he swoops into attack. The acolytes take up a spirited cheer. Oh, what? I'm going to take them all out. Oh, great.
Coughed that up, didn't I?
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, good.
And he does more damage. He's literally not even got the power.
Yours to command, Captain.
Don't you fucking dare die right at the moment. Right at the end.
What for, Cap?
Happy to oblige.
The fuck is this shit?
I'll light the darkness.
Yeah.
Are you even trying?
Oh,
Yes, Captain.
Yeah?
Stay behind me.
oh, be easy. I'll just do one attack. Just one. I don't care if I'm hitting you.
Captain?
Yeah, can I?
Take him down.
You've got literally no damage. Are you shitting me with that? Are you shitting me with that? I've been going around trying to save that son of a bitch's ass and you kill him straight away right at the end. I can't fucking believe that. Oh, you fucking do. I thought, oh, I'll just save his life, you know, and maybe we can talk about it, but no. You just had to kill him, eh? As physical energy dissipates and a dust of battle clears, all that remains is a shattered amulet and a tiny injured imp. A chanting of acolytes ends with a gasp.
No! No, no, no! Nemnock's amulet! Nemnock's wondrous jewel!
Scrambling, and Nimrock picks up two halves of the now oversized medallion and tries to fit them together. The metal pieces fall apart the instant Nimrock lets them go.
Broken forever! No! You no kill Nemnock, eh? Kind, Nemnock!
The imp covers back and raises his claws, shuffling closer to the edge of the pit. Oh, can you take him? So we care what happened. His amulet made him into that.
Amulet made Nemnock smart. Smart enough to read magic books. All gone.
He clutches his head and lets out a prolonged howl.
Nasty Arkhamir never taught imps to read. House full of books, eh?
Kicks a stone, send it clattering into the pit.
Nemnock stole his pretty jewel. Learned to read, grew strong, grew big, eh? Nemnock said someday he'd fly back and free the others. Give them books too.
I really feel bad. Would you like to join me in my travels? What? You know what? Fuck it. He's just pissed me off. He's just pissed me off.
Drag Nemnock through Bereth's tiny door.
And hooks his claws and howls.
To me, my pets! My pets?
Passes around the chamber, the acolytes remain motionless. Yeah, they're all dead. They're all dead.
Yep. Let's go.
Just like that.
Yeah. You deserve everything that comes to you.
Hit me again and I'll hit you back.
What do you need?
Here we go.
He's all... It's actually the last hit. The last bloody hit. And he goes, oh, you know what? I'm just going to kill them. Whatever his face was. Kelly. Like, for fuck's sake. I did all that to say, make sure not to kill him. And then he fucking dies right at the end. Hey, your boy's dead. He was a prick.
No god of mine steals a child.
Stops muttering when he sees you approach. I'm afraid that Callie. Chisel nearly falls as Tatuk brings his hand up to cover his mouth.
A curse on that wretched...
Tatuk looks up to the sky and gathers his wits.
I knew this was possible, even likely when I sent you out there. The fault is with Nemnock alone.
Asks you a small pouch of coins and resumes his labours, expression vacant and haunted. Well, like I say, that could have done better.